The Morwell Convention and Reception Centre is open and ready. Weddings, seminars, functions, presentations, expos. It's a customisable modern space with top quality catering. For all functions big and small, book the Morwell Convention and Reception Centre today.
My Henselite bowls are so consistent on the green, whether it's I'm playing in New Zealand, Australia or anywhere around the globe, there's always a bowl that's going to be suited to the line that I'd love to take.
Afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026. Round 3 action just about to begin. That's Andrea TUDOROVIC on the mat. She's leading up for Brett Mahoney. Their opponents today, Hayley O'Reilly, will lead up for Matthew Flapper. My name's Tony Shew. Will bring you this match courtesy of BVTV, thanks to the generous support of the Dandenong Club and the Moama Bowling Club. And number 1 just about to kick off. 15 ends, 2 1/4 hours maximum time limit. Dead ends are replayed, 3 bowls per player. Joining me in commentary this afternoon, for a little while at least, is none other than Joshy Thornton. Afternoon, JT.
Afternoon, Tone. Very important match here. Andrea and Brett, I'll call him Pidge for the rest of the match, but
Yeah.
in front in the section, they have got a bit of a, they're the only 2-game winner, and they have got a little bit of a margin, but Matthew and Hayley will understand how much they need to do to leapfrog them. That would be winning by 5 shots, and then it would also rely on what happens in the next door rink between Jack and the Negats. So.
Yeah, Tanner Arthur first in with the comments watching BVTV on Facebook saying how good's this as a sectional game worthy of a final. Absolutely spot on, and we called this at the start of the day. This section is a really, really tough section. The Negats playing against Joe Martin and Jack Sharman on the rink next door. So Jack Sharman and Joe Martin got over the top of Tangles and Hayley by 3. I think it was, JT, in the end. 2 or 3 shots? 2 it was. So nice and close, and as you say, Tanner, this one is worthy of a final. Purple bowls are those of Hayley O'Reilly. The reddy sort of pinky colours is that of Andrea TUDOROVIC.
There's no red in that bowl, Tone. It's all pink.
Is it pink, is it?
It's pink, mate.
Can't see. I'm wearing glasses and they're probably not good enough.
I was going to start listing the other deficiencies then too, but anyway.
It's 2 1/4 hour time limit. We can't get through them all. When they do get on the mat, Brett Mahoney uses a blue and white Henselite splice, and Matty Flapper is using a, what would you call that, JT? Like
it's a
green
master.
And black speckled green master?
I would call it blue or aqua if you want to be really technical, but it's definitely not green.
Whatever it is, I'm sure they will all get them close, as evidenced by Hayley O'Reilly's first couple of pills. Next one in a pretty good home as well. Nice opening end for her. Thank you very much to everybody who's joining us, whether you're watching via YouTube or Facebook. We always do appreciate a little bit of banter and a little bit of questions and comments. So Mickey West is already into the comments, and I'm pretty sure he'll be getting into you when he sees you next time, JT, after your comments this morning.
He loves me.
You basically said he was not a tipster's you-know-what, and I think that's pretty rude. Afternoon to you, Brendan. Nice to have you joining us on what will definitely be cracking live stream match. Pigeon scoots one of Andrea's bowls through, but no change. Noreen's watching via YouTube as well. Good afternoon to you.
Noreen from the Wimmera Bowls region.
Yes.
Played Warwickville this year, she did.
Are we good enough? Oh, actually, I don't know whether it is in the count. Lorraine Dowson is our paddler today. Of course, she's a umpire and ITO extraordinaire.
It's a good bowl, but it didn't get it the right angle he wanted. It's probably 2 or 3 down now.
Missed opportunity there for Pigeon. Didn't say get it right. Could have said it. I don't know whether we can get a tight shot of his headwear, Josh. But The pigeon sporting his own line of merchandise. When I say that, we gave it to him from Bolsvik, so got a nice little logo on his cap that says "Get It Right," which we'll get the opportunity to see at some stage. Speaking of getting it right,
It's pretty good. Yep, got to go back to the draw here. Now, depending on what pitch does here, if he fails to sort of get another one in there, Matthew has a good opportunity, but
he's played it pretty well.
he's nearly got shot. I think he has got shot.
Yeah, this is the standard we're going to see. We're in for an absolute treat of a match.
Matty's just got to play a very similar bowl.
A little bit extra pepper on this one, JT.
No, he's just got to try and get to pitch, which he's
Scoot it through,
not
doesn't he?
far away from doing.
Around this, and he does, and says get it out of there, and does. What a bowl, what a start, what an opening end to this round 3 match for the Henselite Victorian Open. Mixed pairs, a couple of shots the way of Hayley O'Reilly and Maddie Flapper. Oi, 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 we are up and about. Nice to have you joining us, Stan Mead. It's been a good day in bowls. We had a comment from Scotty Capeland earlier about having female skippers, and there's a bit of variation depending on where you look. Just depends on the best combination for each team. We had Olivia Bloomfield skipping earlier today in our stream. Nice to see.
Akasha and Harry are switched around, obviously just to spice things up for the day.
Yeah, why not?
They unfortunately aren't figuring in the finish.
Two very narrow losses,
Yes,
unfortunately, to them.
correct.
It does happen. But nice to have everybody joining us. Dan from Wagga Wagga, because you're not allowed to call Wagga Wagga Wagga, he is a former Moolameen bowler.
Yeah, I did know this.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I don't believe I know him that well, but somehow it's come across on the stream before and he's made a comment. And yeah.
Yep.
I did go to Moolameen Primary back in the day for one term, Tone.
You got kicked out within one term. Well, you know, that's probably about par for the course for you. Anyway, back to action here.
Scholar, I was. A-grade student.
I find that very hard to believe. I can imagine your school reports now.
No, I got...
Can disrupt others, could do better.
No. It wasn't like that till I got hit puberty. Then I become a scallywag.
What, you were still in primary school at 34? Back to action here. Far cry from the first end.
Yeah,
Not really finding it just yet. Of course, players have moved rinks all day. It's the first time on this rink, so it might take an end or two to get used to it. I'm sure they will. Shout out to the lovely Morwell Bowling Club who've hosted us so very well. One of the key partner host clubs of the Vic Open.
I had a lovely Asian salad for lunch today, Tony.
You did. It
was
looked
very
very
nice.
nice. Yes. Good on you. I mean, it sounds a little racist, if I'm being honest.
What was written on the menu?
It's just a salad, mate.
Sorry for repeating what was written on the menu.
No, well done. It was good. Good change up from the 17. No, I won't say. Hayley O'Reilly's got shot after that one.
Fair correction.
Yeah, well played to her. Shout out, of course, to Destination Gippsland, the Latrobe City Council, and the Victorian State Government, who assist with putting the Victorian Open together. Matt Flapper said to Brett Marnie this morning, if you say get it right once, I'm going to punch you in the mouth. So I wonder if that'll just play on each other's mind.
There was even a bit of banter before they went out in the green, then talking about margins and stuff like that. They know what's going on.
They certainly do. Ray, don't give bloody JT any more fire. I didn't play Division 100.
No, it was 101.
Yeah, I got dropped. We had a good year, actually. We got knocked out in the prelim final by a shot. Trying to go back-to-back, JT.
Is this night pennant again? I won't say I was going to say.
Don't knock night pennant. That's where it's at. For those who have some challenges on a Saturday.
No. A lot of pennants should be night times. It'd be so much better. But we have a hard time moving the needle in that space.
No one shot, is it?
I would play every Friday night if I was allowed to.
Just beat the back purple, yeah?
Stuart Jones watching on Facebook saying go H&M, Hayley and Matty. It's very blocked up in an awkward way.
Well, that last bowl might
Matty's
be
going to play the same shot Pidge was trying to play, isn't he?
Well, I don't know, because I'm thinking whether he doesn't want to leave anything for him to use.
Yeah.
Although he is still sticking there. Like, he's got shot.
I kind of thought he's trying to get around the front purple and rest on the back purple. He's proper under that, so
He just doesn't want to sit it right next to the other one.
no.
Although, I reckon there's every chance Pidge is running back into here.
Oh, he's got them both. Jack movement comes off a back bowl, comes forward. He'll hold one.
Pretty close, this one.
Yeah, he's not going to be down one for long. Well played, Matthew Flapper.
Left a hole two.
Get to it. Get to it.
Don't know if he did enough or
Really
not.
close.
Right. As they're going to go and measure, I'm going to step out and invite a special guest you'll introduce in a second time.
I shall do. Thank you, JT. Glenn McKissick saying if you played every Friday night, some pubs may struggle. That's true. A lot of bowls clubs might grow, though. One shot it is the way of Hayley O'Reilly and Matt Flapper. So good shot from Matty Flapper right at the end there. 3-0, 2 ends gone. So we set up for end number 3 and welcome to the coverage Neil Kirby. Neil's the managing director of the Travel Studio. Nice to have you with us, Neil.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Of course, the Travel Studio, one of the partners of the Victorian Open this year, and doing some terrific stuff. You've got a stall going over at Traralgon Bowls Club.
That's right, yes.
People want to come and find out what you do. So what is it that you do in
Oh.
30 seconds or so?
Well, that's a challenge to do that in 30 seconds. Look, I mean, we're a travel agency, that's in a nutshell. But we like to talk about the interesting holidays. We like to take escorted tour groups and fully escorted from Australia, so we stay with you all the way through. We like talking about interesting destinations, places with culture, places with history, places where you're going to come away from and think that was something really different. That's what we like doing, and yeah, that's us in a nutshell.
Fantastic. And of course, your business partner, Kerry Cattell, will be here later in the week. That's
Kerry
of course
will be here,
Jessie
yes.
Cattell's
Yes.
mother.
Yes.
Hence the bowls connection. Kerry
Very
a bowler
much,
herself.
very connected, yes.
And there's an opportunity for people to win a set of bowls if they come to your stall as well.
Yes,
So
absolutely. All you've got to do is just swing past, enter it. You've got to be in it to win it. And yes, we'll be giving that away at the end of the Open.
terrific idea. So the Travel Studio also offered a major prize,
Yeah.
which is one of the reasons that you're a strong partner of Bowls Victoria. We really do appreciate that. So people who got their entries in early were able to go into the draw. So it's been a terrific partnership so far, and I'm sure it'll last for many years to come.
Absolutely, yes, we hope so, and good luck to people entering. Norfolk Island, a wonderful place, and the Bowls Tour that Kerry hosts is incredible. Just a wonderful destination. It includes 3 games of bowls, including a tournament, a game against Norfolk Island themselves, but all the regular parts of the island as well. The fish fry, the progressive dinner, the ghost tour, everything that you expect when you go to Norfolk Island. I do say it's a place that every Australian should go once in their life. It is just an incredible little island.
Sounds good. So Norfolk Island, is it, what, a couple-hour flight out of Brisbane? Almost sort of directly east,
Absolutely,
if that makes any
directly
sense?
fly. Yeah, you fly directly over. No passport needed. They've got their own language, their own flag, their own culture, but it is part of Australia. So, as I say, no passport. You can go there on a driving license, and it's just so much culture. But it's a beautiful island as well. Very different to Australia, scenery-wise. Probably more similar to New Zealand.
Yeah, nice part of the world, Norfolk Island, and a relatively strong bowls nation. Like they're quite into their bowls, and they produced some champions over the years.
They
Shea
take that,
Wilson's one of the better ones there. But
they take it very seriously over there. They've got a wonderful little bowls club over there.
Yeah, they certainly do. Comment there on YouTube from Evsy. Yes, I put the end score on. Apologies, I was getting right into my conversation with Neil and just making sure that I worked out who the travel studio is and how they work, because I think they're doing terrific stuff. So basically with the stall over at Traralgon, anyone can come up and get travel advice on their next holiday and book that through the travel studio.
Absolutely, yeah. We brought a few brochures of our escorted tours. It's not just the bowls tours we do. We do regular tours to Norfolk Island, but also to places like India, Africa, China, again, places that have got a real interesting culture. But yes, we also do bespoke travel, luxury rail. We love our cruising. Who doesn't love a cruise nowadays? Yeah, just swing past, have a little chat with us, absolutely.
Perfect. And where's the place you would recommend for people at the moment to go? Obviously there's a bit of trouble, which we're not going to talk about, but a bit of trouble in the Middle East.
Yeah, we're not going to mention
which
that
people
right
will probably avoid, and I'm sure is making your life very difficult as a travel agency.
It's been an interesting last few weeks,
Yeah,
absolutely. I think probably the hot destination has been Japan for a while. I think the Australians love going to Japan. As far as up-and-coming destinations, Vietnam has to be the one place where we're getting a lot of people asking for. Vietnam. New Zealand has always been very, very strong. And yeah, despite what's happening in the Middle East, we're still getting a lot of people asking for Italy, for Spain, and the Canada-Alaska combination by cruise and land tour, very, very popular. The Middle East has been a bit of a challenge for us, but we haven't found a challenge that we haven't been able to fix yet. So that's what it's all about.
Exactly right. And that's the beauty of having a travel agent to navigate, pardon the pun, people through any sort of challenges that they might have with travel. So cruises and those sort of things, whereabouts would you recommend people look for a cruise?
Well, it's similar to the same destinations. We're seeing a few cruise lines really dedicating cruise ships to the Japanese market. So doing, 14-night round Japan with a little bit of South Korea. The Mekong with Vietnam, Cambodia, very, very popular. We're still, despite the Middle East, we're still getting a lot of people asking about those European river cruises, which are phenomenal. The Budapest to Amsterdam, those sort of things. And expedition cruising to Antarctica, that bucket list destination that everyone wants to go to once in their lives.
Yeah, worthwhile. Huge drive there from Matty Flapper. That end is killed. It'll be reset. You can see this one on the replay. Shot bowl, clean as a whistle. Straight over the jack and out of bounds. We'll set up end number 3 again. So at the stall in Traralgon Bowls Club, all people need to do is come and have a chat to you to go into the draw to win a set of bowls.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be
have
there.
To book a tour or
not
a
at all.
cruise or anything. But
maybe if they do, they get 2 entries. I don't know.
Sounds pretty good too.
But no, they come and talk to myself. I'll be there today and tomorrow, and then Kerry will be there for the rest of the tournament. Just come and have a chat about travel, even if it's just about what's going on in the Middle East. You've got any concerns or anything like that, or about a destination that you would like to go to one day, or maybe a destination you've never heard of. Just come and chat to us about it.
And I think that's a nice thing about having a knowledgeable travel agent. One, whether it's a bowls thing, obviously yourself or Kerry can advise on that pretty easily. But even just awareness of other countries around the world that you may not have thought of, particularly if you say, well, I wouldn't mind going to Vietnam, or maybe while you're there, you tack on a tour to somewhere else in Southeast Asia. So well worthwhile.
Not everything's on Google.
No, true. True. And look, it's one of those things, I mean, like myself, like most of us, can't afford to travel as much as what we'd love to, which means you really don't want to get it wrong.
Yeah.
So by going to a travel agent, you get the expertise and the advice, and you don't make those silly mistakes that might just impact the enjoyment
It's
of the
not just
holiday.
it's not just the travel. It's just with all these new e-visas popping up everywhere. It's a bit of a minefield. So we can advise on that as well. Make sure you go to the right sites. There's a lot of scam sites out there for these e-visas, so we want to make sure that everything's done properly. You've got the correct documents, and then the holiday planning itself. You can come to us with a few ideas, but we can always add some other ideas to make that holiday a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
And how long have you been in travel for, Neil?
Oh dear, now the cat's out of the bag. 35 years
35 years, wow.
35 years I've been in the industry.
Well done. You must have started young. So Neil Kirby, for those just joining in, is the Managing Director of the Travel Studio, one of Bowls Victoria's partners down here at the Vic Open. And we've grabbed him just to chat to us for 5 or so minutes about how travel works and how the Travel Studio can assist people to book their next holiday. How many countries would you have been to in your lifetime?
Well, I actually went to Borneo last year, so I went into Brunei Darussalam, and that was my 100th. So I was able to get, that was a bit of a mission of mine, 100th country last year.
That is very, very good going. I know a few people who are well travelled, but I don't think any of them are approaching triple figures of countries visited. So that knowledge you will have built up, not just through your own travel, but the travel of your clients who've been around.
Yeah.
You'd obviously have great advice.
Yeah, well, that trip to Borneo, that was an escorted tour. We went to not only Brunei, but we went to the 2 Malaysian states, but the highlight was actually going into Indonesian Borneo, the state of Kalimantan, where we chartered a few houseboats and went on the Sectional River and saw the orangutans without the crowds.
Yeah, fantastic.
Really, just incredible experience.
Incredible shooting here from Andrew Tudorovic. He's holding a couple at the crossover. So what's the next holiday destination for you?
In 2 days' time, Auckland. Just popping over there for a few days, but we've got a few things in the plan. I've got a trip. I'm taking a small tour group to northern India next year.
Yeah, nice.
For those people who have maybe been to India once, they've done the usual Agra, Delhi. But this is going up to the Himalayas, going up to Amritsar, going up to Shimla, the former capital of the British Raj, and then all the way up into Ladakh, which is the little Tibet of India. Just amazing, amazing place. So
nice.
that's on my radar for next year. And when we say escorted groups, we limit them 10, 12, 14 people maximum.
So nice, intimate groups.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. Speaking of a nice, Matty Flapper trails the jack away to hold one. Well played.
How many? You've got 3 seconds.
So some of those tours you're talking about, are they bus, train, cruise, or a bit of a mixture depending on where it is?
They are a bit of a mixture. One of the tours where we've got at the moment is the Silk Road, which a lot of people will associate with a land tour, but we're actually doing it by luxury train. Kerry also just recently escorted a cruise, a bowls cruise. So we went around New Zealand, and in every port of call she arranged a game with the local bowls club. I know she's got a circumnavigation of Australia coming up soon. It's sold out, so I can't even talk about that too much. But so there's rail, there's cruise, trains, planes and automobiles, whatever.
Perfect. Well, Cam McClelland is tunes in from Canada, I believe. Cam, correct me if I'm wrong. And he's saying 100 with exclamation marks. His passport is stamped by 2 and would like to come to Australia. So can people from overseas organise travel through the travel studio?
They can. I mean, we welcome everything, but I'm going to put my neutral hat on and say you're better off dealing with an agency in the country of your origin.
Okay.
If he's living in Canada or something like that, talk to a local travel agency over there. They'll get better service that way.
Yeah, perfect. And final question from me, if I was on a budget, where would you recommend I go for a cheap holiday? If I just had, say, 7 days spare and don't have a lot of coin at the moment, where would you recommend I go?
Again, Vietnam.
Vietnam.
It's incredibly good value. Have a few days in Da Nang, a few days in Ho Chi Minh City. You can do a lot in 7 days and without breaking the budget, absolutely.
Sounds very good. My daughter's just come back from Vietnam and absolutely loved it. She had about 3 weeks over there, and she was telling me some of the places she got. She was staying in hostels, she's 18, 19, and was paying like $12 a night, $8 a night for places, and hotels she was getting for mid-30s, reasonable hotels. We'll see this last bowl here of Matty Flapper. Let's add a little bit of an ooh. It's just a touch high for what he wanted.
One or the other, eh?
Brett Mahoney has one bowl to come here on this last end. Those just tuning in, this is the mixed pairs action, round 3. Andrew Tudorovic leading for Brett Mahoney up against Hayley O'Reilly and Matty Flapper. Hayley O'Reilly and Matty Flapper have won the opening 2 ends and lead 3-0. They're holding one, I believe, now. And joining me in commentary To the conclusion of this end is Neil Kirby. He's the Managing Director of the Travel Studio, as Brett Mahoney is on the run again. We've had one killed end. Gets the jack. I don't think it's going to go out of bounds, though. I reckon that might stay in. If it does, it's going to be one shot the way of Brett Mahoney, I would imagine. It is a good hit from Brett Mahoney. Now says to Andrew TUDOROVIC, you can pick your length. Well played, Brett Mahoney. 3 ends gone of our 15 ends. So just a reminder, Neil, if anybody wants some advice on travel, they can come and see yourself.
Please do,
or
yep.
Kerry Cattell as of
Monday.
Monday.
Yep.
She'll be here throughout the duration of the event after Monday. There's a stall at Traralgon Bowls Club.
There is, yeah.
And for anybody who does come and talk to you, they can write their details down and go into the draw to win a set of bowls.
They don't have to be here to win it. If they're not here on the final day, we'll contact them. That's no problem at all. Perfect. Look, thank you very much for coming in. We really do appreciate it. We're excited to have the Travel Studio on board for this Vic Open, and we hope it's the beginning of a long partnership. We do appreciate you joining us. We're very pleased, very proud to be here.
Thank you very much, Neil. Back to action here, Andrew TUDOROVIC was given the licence from Brett Mahoney to pick the length of the end. She's got the mat back on the tee and the jack's kind of the middle of the line. Probably about 5 yards short of full length. Matty Flapper and Brett Mahoney having a nice little yak to each other. As opposing skippers, of course, Victorian state teammates, have known each other for a very long period of time. So we welcome back into commentary JT. Tony. Nice to have a little chat then with Neil Kirby.
Good. Yeah, great partner.
Yeah. So they offered up the prize at the start of the event, just for people to put their entries in, get them in early. The Travel Studio.
And we'll draw that next week at some stage. I feel like Wednesday.
I think that's right. Yep. And then the set of bowls for anybody who goes and puts their name down at their stall and has a bit of a yak with no commitment. You don't have to book a tour or anything like that. They're good people at Travel Studio. Good enough, says Matty Flapper. Andy McDonald asking which bowls are they using. Pigeon, Brett Mahoney is a Henselite XG. Matty Flapper is a Greenmaster Premier, I believe.
Haley's a Dreamline XG. Andrea, I feel like looking at the bowl, I didn't look at it hard, so either a Taylor or a Grandmaster. From a betting person, I'd say it's Taylor.
A very good Vic Open singles campaign. I think it was last year, JT, but I could be wrong.
Didn't she play Selena in the final?
In the final, yeah. I was just trying to work out whether it was last year or the year before.
No,
last year. Selena,
definitely.
It must have been last year.
Yeah, definitely last year.
The year you ditched us.
I was doing family stuff.
Well, who's more important? No, don't answer.
Here, talk to my wife. I have to be here now, Tone.
You do. Yeah. For those who aren't aware, JT took a step up into the general manager role of events and competitions, so looks after not just his previous role of country manager at Northern Victoria, also now the grand poobah of all the events and competitions for bowls in Victoria. So doing a good job too. Don't tell him I said that.
Ooh, needed a bit more straighter versus the angle side.
Yeah, that's Pigeon's style of play, isn't it? Just working with bowls, promoting some up, promoting some through.
Yeah, but he's also an amazing draw bowler, you know.
He is. And got a good runner. We saw him just kill the last end.
He's won many a singles title over the years, so...
Yep. And of course, the reigning Vic Open pairs title holder.
With Tyson.
Yeah, Matt Flapper just a little bit stiff there. Promotes an opposition bowl. And down in this area, well, not at Morwell, it was at Traralgon at the time. who was part of the Victorian Bowls League winning side from Yarraville Footscray from a couple of years ago.
You threw me at them, but now I know what you're saying. Because Traralgon won it last year.
Yeah, no, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, no, I know. The
3
event
years
was
ago.
played at Traralgon. Yes,
Correct,
yes.
Afternoon to you, Vince Calabrese. He's watching from Revesby Workers Club in Sydney.
Matthew's awfully close here, Tony.
Bowl clean, says Haley.
Oh, favourable rub.
Yeah, a little bit of help from the front bowl, but it was always very close anyway.
Pidge won't be short. He'll be looking for bowl, looking for jack.
Yeah, he's already trying to find out, do we have 2 seconds? Winding up for a good bit of pace. Bounces one down there. Says get it clean. Jack goes out of bounds. We'll set him up again. That's our 3rd kill in as Matty Flapper scoots the bowl down with his foot. Got it away better than what I can do with my hand. Lorraine Dowson, who's paddling this match, just tapped her watch and says, am I on overtime?
Matthew's much better half has joined us on the stream this afternoon.
Afternoon, LJ. It is a good day for it here. It's always a good day for it, particularly when you've got a good standard of bowls. We've seen that all day, actually. And we will just do some scores from around the grounds, thanks to AM Sportswear. Wilsons are leading Krislovich and Co. 4-1 after 3. Rees are leading Stanaway 6-1 after 3. Callow leading Bloomfield 8-0 after 4. Volk and Coleman a close one. Volk 4, Coleman 3 after 5. And JT, the score next door, which has an impact on this match, Sharman leading Nebet 11-0 after 3 ends.
It does if Pidge loses.
Correct.
If Pidge wins, he just wins the section.
Yep.
But if he loses, then there's a couple little wrinkles to it all.
This is where you got to love sectional play.
It's funny enough,
Always a little
you
twist.
must have been reading my mind because I was just double checking. I saw the 11-0 before you did it, and I was about to go, that makes things interesting. That gets him to 8.
Yeah,
He's currently -3 leading into this game, Jack and Joe.
can play both of them.
That far section, if Wilson beats Krislovich and Reese stays in front, that would get them in the line in the front.
Rees through.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
without again checking their margins, it's close. I know that's the only way because Frank's the only 2-game winner.
Nicely played, Andrew Todorovic. A little touch on the way through. Afternoon to Mark, who's watching on YouTube from the Philippines.
No one else can win from that section because the other 2 teams drew the first game. So, but they can have a big influence on it.
Yep. Not a bad effort here from Haley O'Reilly. Gets the jack through. A little bit of extra speed, so a bit of gap between jack and bowl. But he's holding shot. I presume Alan Callow, if the score stays as it is, 10-0 after 5.
He's in the box seat. And he's part of, there's 2 sections here today that will have to play a 4th game. And he's in that one. Oh, sorry, Tony.
Afternoon, G. Stewart. No seeding at all in the Victorian Open. It's just a completely open draw, and sometimes you do get some sections that are stronger than others, much like the one we're referring to here. This comment was made earlier, this is worthy of a final. It absolutely is. Standards certainly lived up to that as well. We've had 3 killed ends. Players might run out of chalk the way it's going. just going to find a bit of front traffic, so no change there. Jason saying go the Ballarat bowlers. Andrew out Pigeon, both from Ballarat almost currently. Matty Flapper,
Former.
Ballarat.
Close for getting the jack too. Ooh.
How much more? A metre? Hurry past. Hurry past. Get inside yours.
Sound effects galore then.
Never a shortage when the Pigeons
Matthew
are in the green. I like it.
Matthew won't be short. You know why? The other thing that lines up is if there's a plant sort of lining up with Haley's bowl and Pidge's first bowl, which would get through the shot bowl as well too. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, where you going? Up the front. Cannon, does that line up or what?
No, it just lines up.
Does it line up more to the jack or the ball?
Headed for the bowl or the jack?
Okay.
It's definitely line up for the bowl. It's a shot I'll be playing. Got 2 options, 3 options. I probably didn't, well, I was going to say I didn't want the thin, but the thin did enough to get to the jack.
Yeah, it was one of those shots where you had a few options to hit it.
That was probably option 4.
Yeah. See this one on the replay. Gets a little
if he's
walk at
half
the
a bowl
front.
wider, the purple's coming through Pidge's bowl, right? Got the thinner touch.
If he's half a bowl narrow, he takes out Pigeon's bowl clean.
I can run your toucher in.
What's the gap? Where's the bowl and the jack? Yeah, there's one marker there. I reckon that's the jack. Where's the shot bowl? Is the shot bowl the drink bottle?
One bowl to count for both
The only
players.
reason I reckon he's going for it is that, without knowing for certain, the bowl, the bowl is right next to the jack. So that's probably, it's very hard to draw.
Yep.
Now, gets it wrong, gives a free hit to...
Get it right, there it is.
Still 2, I think.
Matty Flapper saying, I'll run your toucher in to Hayley O'Reilly. Well, Pigeons yelled out his first get it right. Tangles did say he'd punch him in the mouth if he did, so. Brett Mahoney quite wisely has gone down the other end of the green.
Is he going to stay on? I don't believe it is.
Touch quick. Take a couple of shots.
Saskatchewan. Gee, is that how you say it? That's the way, Saskatchewan. I think I'm pretty good at getting my towns and cities and out.
Yeah, not bad. So Cam McClellan, for those that don't know, is on the back end of winter in Saskatchewan. Still playing a bit of indoor until it warms up a touch. Davey Butterworth wondering whether we'll be streaming the 4th game today. We don't think so, Dave. So you can follow along the scores on Bowls Link, but we'll be back every other day with at least 3 matches throughout the next 10 days. He's smarter than the average bear, our JT. G. Stewart. Surprises us every now and again.
Referencing Yogi Bear there. Was he Canadian? No, he was in Jellystone Park. Was it Jellystone Park?
I think you should have stopped talking about 30 seconds ago.
It's a great cartoon. And Boo Boo.
It's the best thing about having kids, isn't it? You can watch cartoons again for a little while.
Yeah, but they're not watching those ones. I try to bring some of the old cartoons out for them, and they just
Didn't like them.
the animation's not good enough.
Please. Some of the best cartoons going around is the old Roadrunner and Wile E.
I
Coyote.
still think Scooby-Doo's the best.
It's pretty good. Always a message in that one.
You turn yours and roll past the jack or you beat the
What was it? What?
There was always a message.
What in the Scooby-Doo shows?
Yeah. You just liked it for the pictures.
Geez, we're getting into the Jimmy and JT topic of area of just talking
we
about
haven't got that silly yet.
rubbish.
It's only day one. Come and see us on day 6 or 7 or something. Andrew Tudorovic.
That was also the same day Matty O had to have a nap.
Andrew Tudorovic knew that one was very, very loose out of the hand. It was long and it was narrow. Thankfully for her, it just caught a bit of front traffic. A little touch on the jack and hung around enough to be valuable.
Yeah, good bowl, Haley. Good leads battle going on here, Tone.
Yeah, it'd be a good battle at both ends, won't it? Obviously, our skippers need no introduction. Haley O'Reilly going very well. What are you giggling at?
Now we're talking about Penelope pit stop. See, I told you, we'll go on some different tangents these next 10, 11 days. What are you laughing at now?
Penelope pit stop.
Oh,
I don't know.
that was from Wacky Races, wasn't it?
I've got no idea.
Pretty sure. Unless she had her own show, but I feel like she was in Wacky Races. And just shy a little bit there, Tony. Every chance Pidge is going to give this a chance to try and turn the jack 2 or 3 feet. He's always a positive player in terms of his approach. Only quick if you weren't trying to trial it. Matthew be looking to try and pass and count. Maybe
not a
not
bad
so much
miss,
to
is
count, but a good home.
Yep.
It's on the tighter side here, whether it's staying up to Haley's bowl or not. Just good weight. Didn't move as much as I thought it was going to, Tone.
There's been a couple of them that have done that. They haven't quite whipped away like we'd expect.
Oh, just if he was on the other side, he probably flops in for shot, and if he hits it underneath, he's turning it in for shot.
Good battle by these two players.
So the magic number here for those playing at home is 5. Matthew needs to beat Pidge by 5 to leapfrog him. 4 would equal, and then we'd come back down to percentage then. And then if Matthew does beat him, then it depends on what's going on in the rink next door.
Settle in there. Down now. Get in there.
Asking for it to get down.
You didn't want to get down, did it?
No, your first one didn't move much.
Let's
It's
have
one.
a quick chat.
Let's have a quick chat, says Brett Mahoney.
Right, I think this is the time where you're going to take a little rest. And the guy I was speaking about earlier who had to have a nap that day is coming in for...
Enjoy.
Thanks, Tone. And joining me, none other than the education and training manager, who's somehow talking to me while I'm trying to talk to him, introduce him, is Matt Atobre.
You've been bagging me, have you, mate?
Oh, mate, well,
That's all right.
in the comments we've got cartoons on discussion now. Simply because Tony said something like average is a smarter bear, and I went, oh, Yogi Bear. Good match, this one. Nice and tight. So I don't know whether you checked, Matty.
I did. I was looking at that. There's still
a margin. Yeah, definitely.
So what is it, 5 that they got to win by?
5, but that doesn't guarantee it, because if Jack on the rink next door happens to win by a huge amount, he could leapfrog them both then in that situation. But 5 is the number that Matthew has to beat Pidge by to for that leapfrog to happen.
What a tight section.
That's a good section. The other section's an interesting one down the back too. Frank's leading at 2-0, but if Rob Wilson beats him, then the Ash and Mayoree's combination could come over the top and get in front then too.
And they're playing an undefeated rink in Stanaway, is that
No,
right?
so Stanaway and Wilson had a draw in the first game. That's their only win for that. So they're
okay.
out, but they can really impact the section though. All right, Andrew's played a good first one. Can she repeat, Mario?
Yeah, good ball here from Hayley. She's playing well.
Well, she's a very good player. Happened to catch wind of her in her last sort of year of her juniors and was involved in the under-18 squad. Remember when we first picked her to play in a tri-series at Sunbury against New South Wales and Queensland? A little nervous, a little shy, a little reserved, and she's such a different person now, which is fantastic to see, you know.
I've got a feeling she had a really good singles result last year, Hayley.
Well, what I was going to double check was, I can't remember if she played in the open state side or not. I know she's been close, and that was one thing I was going to go check.
Oh, another good ball here. If it sits Andrews, which it does.
Great bowling.
Seems like she gels quite well with Maddie too.
Well, again, Maddie was the coach when Hayley's come through juniors, and then they've moved down to play at Ocean Grove, and I think they've moved to Ocean Grove, you know, but they're playing down there. Mia's playing in the second side, who's currently coming through the juniors. Cam's asked a very interesting question. How many cover facilities in Australia? I don't know that one off the top of my head. All I can say is the increase in the amount of them is, you know, we've seen a stack more in the last 10 years. Probably in Victoria alone, there'd be 15 or so, nearly 20. And then around the country, they're going up, aren't they, Matty?
They are, which is fantastic for the sport.
Matthew's awfully close here.
Daniel Roberts, we can answer that question. The score next door is Sharman 12. Is it Nebet 4? After 6. If you are looking for scores, please jump in the BowlsLink app. Click on the results.
Had a good day in terms of implementing the live scoring.
Yeah, I was questioning how it was going to go, JT. It was a bit of a sleepless night last night. But
really?
No.
You have little faith, Matthew.
I knew some people would lift. I know there'd be some people that might resist, but yeah, what, 80% live scored?
It's closer to 90%.
Okay, we'll take that.
Pidge, we always know what's going on with Pidge. He said it's better, so we'll just see.
He said it should be.
It's his weight that hurt him more than anything. Well, I think
2 feet, yeah?
all right. He wanted 2 feet on his last. He's got to swing under his own as well.
Oh, he's got.
He didn't have the 2 feet anyway. He might only had a foot. Look, it's nearly 2. It's awfully close. What do you reckon, Pidge? How many?
I think it's 2 down.
There we go. Thank you.
2 it is.
2 it is. Score is 7-2. There's that magic number. It's no good now, though. It needs it later, but... Scores from around the green brought to us by our charity partner, Bowlsfair Live's Matthew. On the rink next door, as you already indicated, Jack Sharman's 12-4 over the Nebits. As I said, that is integral into this section. If Pidge and Andrea lose this match, it comes into it. The Volk-Coleman match is currently 5-4 in favour of Coleman, although they've had a switch around this game. These two teams are both 0-2, so they can't impact the section, but Harry and Akasha switched around. Akasha's gone to skip for the game, which is good for development. The match that
Now
matters...
The winner of that one goes through, I'm pretty sure.
The Callow versus Bloomfield, definitely, and they've got to play tonight. They are one of the 2 sections here that have to play tonight. And Callow is leading Olivia Bloomfield 10-2 at this stage. The next rink across, the Reeses, Ash and Maya, are leading 12-3 over Mark Stanaway, so they're doing what they need to do at the moment. And on the rink next door, Rob Wilson currently holds a 6-5 lead over Frank Kozovic. And if Frank loses, that opens up that section. Got a funny story about Frank. Involving
Just one?
Well, there's probably numerous, but it's involving a section situation. Happened to be in a rink that played against Frank in the Australian Open Falls there a little while back. And he played fantastic and rolled us in the first game. And then our rink come out and won our next game by 1, which meant we were still alive. Frank happened to get flogged the next match, right? And I think going into that last match, the team that was playing Frank in the last game, like everyone sort of had a chance. I think everyone was 1-on-1. And I remember with about 4 ends to go, we were winning by a lot, which was giving us the margin to win the section. Frank, not worried about his own section win, turns around to us, goes, "Don't worry, boys, I'll get you through." Frank, you get yourself through, but anyway, he was just trying to get us through.
Oh, Frankie.
Finger on the forehand now. Get into yours. Round that. Plenty of room for you to draw it. Get to here, count.
Andrew's played two good weighted bowls.
Only 8 inches that bowl.
And the lady who the medal's named after, Maddie, has joined us on the stream this afternoon. Barb Gilbert, obviously a very, what's the word, patriotic Ocean Grove supporter. And the medal rightly named after her, who the best player of this event is at the end of the next week.
Who'd you tip for the Barb Gilbert? JT just having some mic and headphone issues there. Are you
No,
back?
I think I'm back. I think. I'm back. Can you hear me, Maddie?
I can.
That's good.
Welcome back, JT.
What's going on? Okay, Maddie nearly drew shot.
Yeah, just under. Weight was pretty good. I was asking for your Barb Gilbert tip.
Don't remember. How's that?
I've gone Olivia Cartwright.
I feel like I might have tipped it myself, but I just... At the same time, she's playing with Sam in the mixed pairs, and I took demerit points for that, you know?
They did have a good win today in one of their games.
Yeah, but she's carrying the Ginger Ninja.
Yeah,
so
we know that. They did get a 6, so Sam must have done something.
All right, Matthew be looking for probably
He's got
a couple
bit
feet
more.
away. If
Yeah,
he gets
he has got a
gets
little
to
bit
Haley's
more
with
weight.
that, it's good.
Oh, he does. Very good.
He didn't yell out, get it right, like Peach does, though.
No. A really good back bowl here too, JT.
Outside edge of it, I can take us out as well. That's a problem.
Correct. Good visuals from Pidge there. I see the same thing.
Looking to cut it, is he, JT?
He doesn't want to cut it. He obviously wants to get it straight if he's going to run at it. But if he does cut it on the wrong side, he could take their own out. Probably option for just getting their weight. If he gets it at the right angle, can shift the bowl, move the jack down the line, take a couple
He's
feet.
got good weight.
Not getting down.
Not,
Yeah, not getting down.
no. Did you see that?
I was concentrating on something else.
All right. Just an interaction between Haley and Matty. It was like Haley was skipping Matty. Matt didn't like that. Playing the shot Haley called.
I reckon forehands a go. If I go super quick forehand, you got you in the right pocket, and I can get up through Matty as well. I'd be stiff to get us. You know what I'm saying?
Famous words.
He only gets it if he's underneath the purple, that edge.
Oh, you've heard what he's going to do. Quick on the forehand, get the bowl. Ooh. So 1 makes the score 8-2 after 7.
What do you
Yeah, reply there from Andrea.
I actually think Andrea's got the edge on Hayley in the lead stakes so far, Matty. It's not indicated in the score so far because
It's a good battle.
it's like they're both playing good.
What I'm seeing in this game, I didn't see in the earlier one, is they're either just behind or right on. Had quite a few short bowls in the earlier game. Giving their skips a chance. JT.
Yeah, that's what you want. Andrew's awfully close here. Another good one again.
Yeah, good bowling, Hayley. Very good.
I was going to say, I might have reversed my start. Said she might have been losing the lead battle and she's just flipped it around very quickly.
Timing.
That is in reference to the O'Reillys who rocked up right behind us. Matteo, the family's turned up to support Hayley. Obviously, Mia and Jack haven't probably gone that well, fared that well today to be already here.
Correct.
That means there might be some already sections finished, potentially around the traps. When I get toned back on after N10, have to suss this stuff out.
Getting tomorrow prepared. Knockout day.
I'm sure I've got it all organised. We went through this earlier over lunch break.
Yep. I reckon you'll nail it, JT. Is that a protection bowl for Peach's
absolutely.
runner?
Yep.
I suppose the dead ends do apply.
Afternoon, Michelle, saying she's heading down tomorrow. Looking forward to some great bowls. Pidge running. He's got his own, which doesn't help the scenario. Now, by taking out his own back bowl, he's forcing Pidge to play a more conservative shot now, Matteo.
Right up to it. Right up.
You know what he'll do. He'll come out and get shotty. Not quite. I think Matty would be actually happy with the two and not building the head.
Well,
It's
yeah.
awfully hard to get both of them out now. But I reckon what he'll try and do is draw sort of a bowl that's, you know, roughly jack high, using that as a guide, but still beating the two pink ones, if that makes sense. That way, if he somehow does pull off a miracle, rip the two bowls out, he's not 3 down then.
Yep.
Let's see what he executes here, Matty.
He signalled something similar to what you mentioned. Something just behind.
Like, there's got to be some risk versus reward, because Peach doesn't get it wrong, gets it wrong, he could go a lot more down too. That's the other part of it. Probably doesn't want to frame it. It's the only thing you don't want to do.
If I just get under that last one on the draw, it's probably the best bet, I think. I think my bowl, I can try the backhand, but
Gets the backhand wrong, might go more down.
Yeah, with Matty's 2 back bowls. Jack, a little bit of movement on Jack's not
I
good
reckon
for
he's
him.
looking forehand just underneath Matty's last bowl. That's what he's looking at, to just to dead draw it.
That's what he called.
It's one of those ones where you nearly got to cop the 2 down at worst case scenario, because what could go wrong if you get it wrong. He doesn't want to lose the section yet. He knows the margin he's playing with as well.
He's going backhand.
Just on the high side.
Brilliant, Hayley.
Yeah, well summed up by Matty. Great leading by Hayley.
Now, Matty O, when you put the score in, right, what else do you got to do?
Oh, I've got to change the ends.
Yes. I'll just look at the goal. 5 ends. I've been sitting with you for ages.
I'll fix that.
Now you're right. It's 10-2 on 8.
So what's the scenario next door, JT, with James Sharman?
Jack Sharman.
Sorry, Jack.
He's -3. He needs a
In
win
score
by...
diff.
What's that?
In score difference.
Yeah, he's 1 win, 1 loss.
Yeah.
-3.
And currently 9 up on the card.
Yeah, that doesn't help him at the moment, because Matty was +8. So if Matty's 8 makes him +16. As I said, at the moment, the virtual leader of this section is Matthew and Hayley.
Yep.
yeah, great bowl. Well done.
2 feet. Half a chance. Good idea, mate.
Yeah, draw again.
And the other one, Rob Wilson's in front by at least 3 now. He's just scored another end.
And the Rees.
Rees are 10 up. So
10 up.
they are the virtual leaders of that section as we speak.
Yeah, another good shot. Well done. Yep.
Good starters here from Andrew.
Similar, mate.
Yeah, Hayley just needs a close second.
Still good home.
Touch her. Round the corner. Gets the 8 counts.
Get one done with that.
I missed that, Matty. Where'd the jack go?
It went back to Haley's.
Oh, really? Stiff. We'll go around the greens on behalf of Green Line. Far rink, well, we just mentioned that 5-8 in favour of Rob Wilson over Frank Rizlovic, but it's definitely more than that. They haven't updated the scoreboard. Ash and Mary Rees, 15-5 up over Mark Stanaway and his partner. Whew. Alan Callow, 13-5 up over Olivia Bloomfield after 11. He's in the box seat to progress. And Volk versus Coleman. Volk is leading 8-6 after 11. And Sharman leading 13-4 over Niebert after 7. Definitely think they've played a couple more ends than that. And this head, not that good for Pidge and Andrea. I reckon Maddie would love another little touch the jack again. Yeah, I like that. You know what? There's more of a gap there now. Because if Pidge lands that last ball, Maddie's and flops in, it's not shot, where before, if he landed that jack high bowl and flopped in, it was shot.
Come on, get in there. Get in there now.
Now, he could just draw it.
He's got good weight. Good weight, JT.
Get to it.
Still three. I don't know if I'm leaving anything on the forehand that he just played. I'd be leaving that hole there. Or make it hard for him and leave. If you're going to play forehand, leave it a lot shorter potentially. Well, let's see what he's up to. Got to clear the pink. Might be back to 2. He's probably a bowl narrow. You know
he's
what?
looking for the back
And
one,
I
isn't
think, to me, that's why Matty was cranky. You could hear that.
What are we, 4 down, 3 down?
He can run, and it's got chances now. Oh, he's got to clear the pink. Oh, got their own out. Still 3. No worse off. But the score is 13-2 after 9.
Well, that was you know, a little bit of fortune for Haley and Matt, and then Matt jumping on it with his first bowl.
Correct.
14-6 next door, JT.
At this stage, it's not factoring.
After 9.
They just got 2, so it's 16-6.
After 10. Another good start here from Haley. Getting that close one already.
Play this well.
Particularly this way. Haley's really capitalised this way, hasn't she, Maddie?
Yep, played the same side pretty much. Her backhand. Really good weight.
Doesn't want to turn it in, but it's good, as you say, good speed.
Stay there. Drop one. Run this. Come on.
Play the shot, skipper. Leave the ball to me.
That's the call. Love it. She probably overplayed it a fraction, Maddie. Still going to go to a good home. It's not losing it, so that's all he probably was happy with.
Get to yours. Lock it in.
Matt will be trying to play the shot he called Haley last. Sitting Andrea out. A little bit over.
Yeah, it's cherry right for him. Probably lacked some weight, didn't it?
Yeah.
Someone's talking to you there in the comments, Mattio. I don't know who it is. It's Greenmaster 4763, but you've got the super rink in the triples.
Yeah, it's a nice rink with Lucas and Kobe.
So you're the liability?
Yep, pretty much.
Turn it and stay.
Did exactly that.
Chances of landing pitch clean without Jack.
You can do it.
Still on.
Yep, or he gets Haley through it. Chances there. It's better speed at least. He's given it a chance.
If I turn mine once, kind of under the jack, yeah? Get in there. Come on. Come on, get in there.
He's played it well.
Two good bowls from
Doesn't-
Peach.
The only I still think there's a
Gonna
chance
go
Matty
straight
goes
hard.
firmer.
Yeah.
Because if he gets the purple, there's a number of angles he gets them through the bowls or gets it through the jack. If he's just wide, he can get both and probably gets a bit of jack, which will kill. There's a chance if he actually was even tight again, gets to his own, which is that short one, he's then jamming off it and coming back through the pack, and with his weight does a lot of damage. I think at worst, if he makes a bit of connection, he's probably worst one down.
See some weight.
Oh, yeah. Not going as quick as I thought he was going to. Still got chances. Wrong angle. Did you hear that call?
Yeah. You know what he's thinking, don't you?
Yep. He's just got to turn it straight 2 or 3 inches to make 4. He doesn't want to turn it around the corner too far. Either way.
Come on. Hurry up. Hurry.
It's not there,
Not
JT.
there.
Not quite there. Bit lazy.
A little bit.
All right. Yeah.
It's 2.
What do you reckon?
13-5. Played 10. We'll have to get a bit of tag team going on here. Tone, we'll get him back in a second. He looks busy in there, but that's only pretend, I think.
You got some draws to do, JT.
Well, just got to be ready
Tomorrow's
for him.
knockout.
It's all set up, ready to go, Matteo.
Andrea won't be happy with that. Here's an opportunity for Haley to get a good start. She had the close bowl last end. Just playing that one side, JT. Very good correction there from Andrea.
Just trying to get some scores from the other side, because I know that scoreboards aren't necessarily been updated straight away, so I'm just sussing this out. Give me a second here.
Leave that hand. You've beaten the purple now on this hand. Play that shot. Inside that counts. Yeah, good. Well pointed. Yeah, good shot here. Very good shot here.
Yeah, good leading from Andrea. Exactly what Pidge asked for.
Similar. Right idea.
Ah, okay, that's what I can't see. That one on the live score. Mark
Stanaway.
Stanaway is not live scoring his rink. So, however, we've got 15-5 on the scoreboard for the Reeses versus Stanaway. And Rob Wilson's leading Frank Rizovich 12-9. Sharman and Joe Martin, 17-6 up on the Nebits. No, I said Noel Kello, Alan Kello.
Yep, good bowl there from Pidge or Brett Marnie.
Mm-hmm. Matty's on the high side, my gut feel.
Oh, it's a good bowl too. Cuts it down.
I was right, he's on the high side, just but on the high side for one down.
See what happens. Get to him. No, it's not going to get down.
Looking to get Matty Flapper's bowl out. Didn't get down.
Probably just overplayed it a smidge in terms of pace, I reckon, Matty Oat. I don't think he'll be unhappy about that because he's got 2 seconds now. Gives him a chance with his last.
Yeah, knew he missed his line there early.
Get in there. Get between these bowls. No, Jack, between the bowls. Get in there. Settle.
No, he didn't get second shot, I don't reckon.
Marcus still saying one.
Still think he's playing that full draw shot. Get to the shot bowl. He can get the back edge of it and flip the jack over towards Matty's bowls. He can get the bowl clean for 1 or 2. Gets the jack moving. He's a chance of getting shot.
I don't know if I'll get around and back to it, but I'll try.
Close. JT.
Got it out to the...
one down.
One down still. Close.
Keep working. Still the same. Keep going. Work hard.
$13.5 after 11.
Going well. Keep going.
Eight. Remember, magic number's 5. Well, the magic number for... I don't know if the magic number's 4 or 3 for Peach, right? So 4 would actually leave them on the same amount of shots. It would come down to percentage, and then whoever's conceded the least amount of shots of the day would get through. 3 would definitely get Peach through. Actually, that's not 100% correct because depends what happens to the next all, but between these two it would.
Haley's definitely bowled a lot better this way, JT.
Yep, absolutely.
Last end was definitely Andrea's.
Good call there from Pidge. Asking Andrea to arrive, turn the jack around the corner on a full draw, gets it around the corner, makes it awfully hard. Good, yeah. Just on the narrow side. Probably the weight hurt her too. She only got to jack high, Maddie. I'd be switching to the forehand.
Same sort of shot.
Yeah, yep. Because her last one's kind of in a way. Forces us to play quicker. And obviously Maddie doesn't want to lose bowl roundabouts. She can sit the bowl for 2 or turn the jack around the corner herself for 1.
What's the weight that Maddie asked for?
Yeah, made 2.
Get to the jack.
Calls of get the jack.
He's done. Oh.
I think I'm going to try and draw it, don't you? See what happens here. Down now. Hurry. Hurry up there. Get in there.
He's drawn this well, JT. Maddie not wasting any time. We're going to follow him down, shoot him out. Pretty close. Pretty close. Oh, he's going to get jack.
That's all right too. Because he had the one directly behind it.
Great result.
2 down. If I happen to sit and stay on the last bowl, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Good again, man. Nice bowl. Good stuff.
Right, big bowl here. Oh, wow. Got past that. He was a chance of getting the purple and getting it back to 1.
Does that make it 3 now?
Don't. We've got to replay that one, Josh.
Pretty close for 3.
Depends which one was the third shot. Like, just. It's definitely 2.
I think it's 3. Maddie's back bowl beats probably Pidge.
He's only just, well, I was going to say, he's probably on the tighter side. That didn't do it, did it?
Depends on what's the closest.
Oh, she's pointing the back one.
Going on the tape.
For 4.
For 4.
Wow.
And they're a chance. 4 it is, JT.
Oof. 17-5. So, what's that? Played 12, is that right?
Yep.
All right, I've got to get out. I'll let Tone come back in and you guys can finish the match off.
Afternoon, Tone. Welcome back.
Afternoon, Matty. Afternoon, everybody. Well, we knew at the start of this match, Matty Flapper had to win by 5 or more. So far, he's got that margin covered. Last few ends, some of these matches done already. Harry Coleman and Castle Fortune have had a tough old day today.
Yeah, they have.
Went down very narrowly in their first two, but of course when you lose the first two, really all you can do is ruin somebody else's day. The Rees have had a good victory over on the second to last rink though. That could well be enough to get them through. Rob Wilson needs to continue the job against Frankie Krislovich for that to occur. Always the interesting part of the day, Matty, at the end of sectional play, and you've got to work out, well, who's done what. The other teams
Some
in
of
our
the players
section.
that you can see they're starting to work it out.
Yeah.
Frankie asking the question.
Down. Get to the bowl clean. Down.
Two, jump. You beat that for us, mate.
Not a bad attempt here from Haley.
Yeah, it's another good bowl. Great weight.
The weight was about spot on. Just
Play here. You're giving it a chance. If you're under the jack, you sit that bowl. But what you're trying to do is, you're trying to get the piece of the jack over here. So playing that weight.
Pidge not asking for much. Away well. Pidge says he likes the track. Just going a touch too much. Still not lost there.
Matty will be looking to hide this, Tone.
Yeah.
Get the jack over. Make it hard for Pidge.
Anointed himself anywhere in among those three was the goal. Just got caught on the front one. Does add another one in there, but it leaves the risk out there.
Enough weight on the purples to throw the jack to yours. I'll try and play that first.
Morning to you, Leighton Davies, watching on YouTube all the way from Wales. Lovely to have you joining us here on BVTV. This is round 3 of our sectional matches for the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026. Brett Mahoney likes the start of it.
Asking for a touch.
Oh, misses by a whisker. Wow, he says. This one's certainly wider from Tangles.
Yeah, looking to get to the back.
Yeah. Covered
All
it
the
up.
danger.
Well, now Pigeon's forced to play it slightly cuter weight. Can't afford the jack to be going back too far. Stay the same line and peel a little bit of weight off. That one's a little bit under where he wanted to be.
Keep getting past that one. Pass.
Yeah. Well, if there was ever any doubt about the plan, he's just given it away.
Yep. It's been a few times Haley's told him what to do. Some good banter there between Matty Flapper and Haley O'Reilly.
Yeah. We should be telling him to go and jump on the lake in a minute. Needs to just get under his first.
Matty was calling her Skip earlier. No worries, Skip.
You'll give her a little high five here, though, I'd imagine. No? Maybe not.
I think he was trying to tell Haley what he was thinking.
All in good fun, both of them with huge smiles on their face. At this stage, they're in the box seat. In a very difficult section.
Yeah, very tight section. Is it?
I mean, Jack Sharman and Joe Martin are a hell of a combination themselves. Could well end up second in this section. They needed to win by a big margin. They've got a nice margin, but not big enough to shoot.
Well, you can hear Pidge likes it.
Oh, it's got a hole if he likes it. It's such a good effort. We'll wait for confirmation as to how many this is.
3.
4.
Has to be 4, doesn't it, Tone? 4 it is.
Yep.
2 4s in a row.
21, Haley O'Reilly, Matty Flapper. 5, Andrea TUDOROVIC, Brett Mahoney. 13 ends gone, up and back, as they say. So there's clearly no doubt about the result. 16 shots the difference. We have 6 shots on any given end. But it is in sectional play required to play the full 15 ends. So it may well impact standings.
Better wait here from Andrea. Start.
It's one of those things you don't really want to change what you're doing given you're up 21-5. They need to make sure they're rolling. Matt Flapper need to hang on to this lead.
Oh, Matt likes this, Tone.
You don't want to get into protection mode.
Yeah, great correction.
Sometimes, Matteo, defence is the best, attack is the best form of defence. Nearly said that the wrong way. Matty Flipper asking this one to hurry. Something beyond the jack. Not bad. Yeah, that's a pretty good home there.
Got to be a chance.
It's a real chance.
Yeah, but that's that beautiful bowl we just saw. Of
Yeah,
Flapper.
great first bowl by Matty, protecting it. I think the Wilson-Kreslovic game has finished, Tone. I've got a feeling it went to the Wilsons.
Yeah, so if it did, that could well mean that Mayer and
Rees.
Ash Rees get through. So we'll wait and see. We know Jen LaSurf and Alan Callow are through. They'll play the winner of this section.
What's the story?
One down pitch.
Yeah, we're one down, but what's the story? Who's got the next what?
3 seconds.
Yeah, I think you're right, Matty. It can be hard to tell from this angle. Pidge needs to make some shots.
How do you get down when you were up one? Bit wide.
Bit wide, he says. Correct.
Beautiful line, man. Just a little heavy. Done. We have to try and go the kill because shots wise, we only got the kill on now, so give it a crack. Get on to Matty's.
Good call
Tough to
from
kill it
Pigeon.
from there.
Yeah, really tough. But he's got to protect a 5-shot margin. It's currently 16, so he's got no choice but to go the kill. Well, they won't shake hands once this is done. They may as well.
Kill! Oh, jeez.
Always.
He's got one out. And we'll work out whether this is 2 or 3. Even if it is, Matty, I don't think it's going to change too much. Let's say it's 3. That's a 13-shot margin. Most they can get on the next one 6. It's still going to be 7. So I think it's elementary, but it's been entertaining nonetheless. I'm sure it will be for the next couple. I've just seen Loey's comment there. Matt never listens. I love it.
2.
2 it is. 21-7 last end about to be played and paddled so expertly well from Lorraine Dowson. Yeah, Rob Wilson did make it through in that last match, Matty-O, so that will mean that Maya and Ash Rees are the winners of Section 31. Section 32 has been won by Haley O'Reilly and Matt Flapper. Section 33 by Jen LaSurf and Alan Callow. So a good day for Ocean Grove fans, that's for sure. There are our 3 section winners here, playing in the Victorian Open mixed pairs for 2026 at Morwell Bowling Club. What do you think of the standard of play in the matches you've seen today, Matty?
Yeah, it's very, very high, as we expect, Tone. Biggest tournament in Victoria. Best players come down.
Yeah, certainly do. Come from all over the world. Strong contingent from New Zealand, right throughout Asia, particularly Hong Kong, China. And many a customer from over in Great Britain. Number of Canadians out here as well.
Led well, Hayley. It's been a good battle between her and Andrea.
Joe Martin and Jack Sharman are up 17-10 on the rink next door. 13 ends go on. Every other match is done, so just these last couple of matches.
Mike's good. Roll the shot. Back to you, Mike.
And he likes this, Tone.
You may as well now.
Oh, it's definitely there, Hayley.
What a ripper. Yeah, Brett Marnie, ever the gentleman, applauds that one, says good shot. Hayley nearly has her arm ripped off by a Matty Flapper high five.
I think the beauty of having Maddie skip Hayley, it gives her so much confidence.
Yeah.
You heard him say, oh, just go and draw this.
He's such a ripper, isn't he? Of course, he would have coached Hayley in years gone by. Here's the under-18 state coach. Pigeon's just got a hold of that line. It can hold a touch late here. Just missing.
High here, Tone.
Not going to stay on either. It is essentially just rolling bowls down at this stage. It's not going to change the result anywhere. The victory will go the way of Matt Flapper and Hayley O'Reilly.
Two down.
Could be good enough to get shot. We'll wait for confirmation. There we go. Well done, Brett Mahoney. Flapper just coming up to have a look. So section winners so far here at Morwell. Section 31, Maya Rees and Ash Rees from Drysdale. 3 matches played, 2 wins, 1 loss, +8 on their score difference. Section 32 will be Hayley O'Reilly and Matt Flapper with a match still to be finalised. And section 33, Jen LaSurf, Alan Callow, both from Ocean Grove. 3 matches, 3 wins and +23. Oh, well, he might be a little bit stiff there, Tangles, and poke another one in, but really is pretty immaterial. This one will go down in the record books as a 21-10 victory, I would imagine. Lorraine Dowson has 2 paddles fans, so she's a very, very good judge. So she could be just being prepared. Ever the jokester, Matty Flapper. He's telling his own lead for measuring that she moved the jack.
2 it is.
21-9 is the end result after 15 ends. Congratulations to Hayley O'Reilly and Matt Flapper. They've made it through as the Section 32 winners here from Morwell. Thanks very much for the opening day of the Victorian Open, the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026. The generous support of Destination Gippsland, Latrobe City Council and the Victorian State Government. And of course our host clubs, the Traralgon Bowls Club and where we are today at the Morwell Bowling Club. Our presenting partner Henselite do a terrific job. All players should be very well pleased of what they've been able to do today.
Yeah, it's been a good day one, Tone, of 9 days.
Ripper standard, we had some great matches in each of the 3 rounds that we've streamed today. We had a really good standard, really good people and great sportsmanship. I think it's the other thing that's probably shone out today. People applauded other people's good shots and all played in good spirits and good fun had by all. I do like that Mickey West is starting to get a little bit of anger towards JT. As you should, Mickey West. Don't let him forget it. I'll see if I can get him to admit who his tip was. But I reckon you're the tipster to the stars, no matter what JT says. Just repeating, winners of the 3 sections here. Jen LaSurf and Alan Callow from Ocean Grove. Maya and Ash Rees from Drysdale. And then we've just
Geelong theme, isn't it?
Hayley O'Reilly, absolutely. They're dominating the Geelong region. Hayley O'Reilly and Matt Flapper are also through in their section. That concludes our coverage. Thank you very much to JT for his commentary. Kai Shannon, who was in earlier on today, and of course, Matty Atobray, the Mr. March in the BV calendar, Matty Atobray. And Josh, who's produced the show so very well,
well
as he
done,
always
Josh.
does. We really do appreciate what you do. To all our viewers, thank you very much for your comments and interactions. We've enjoyed it.
Yeah, look forward to tomorrow, knockouts.
Can't wait for tomorrow morning knockout stages of the Henselite Victorian Open mixed pairs. Take care,
everyone.
everybody.
The Morwell Convention and Reception Centre is open and ready. Weddings, seminars, functions, presentations, expos. It's a customisable modern space with top quality catering. For all functions big and small, book the Morwell Convention and Reception Centre today.
My Henselite bowls are so consistent on the green, whether it's I'm playing in New Zealand, Australia or anywhere around the globe, there's always a bowl that's going to be suited to the line that I'd love to take.